Hey guys, it's Annie. Today I'm going to share a really quick sort of a glazing technique, like a faux glaze technique. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix, actually I already mixed it, but I'm going to tell you what I did. I mixed together this paint, let me show you. Mocha paint from Heirloom Traditions paint, which is like, it's a chalk type paint, which means, I'm going to explain it, because it's not a chalk paint. There's no plaster in it. Which means it will adhere to any surface just like a chalk paint would, okay? And this glossy top coat from Heirloom Traditions as well, and this is water-based, okay? So I'm always mixing, messing around with paint and trying different techniques, and I was thinking, what a wonder if you could take this paint and their top coat and kind of mix it and do sort of that glazy look. And let me show you what I mean by glazy, because I already did it, but I'm going to show you. Hopefully you can see from far away. It seems like if I get too close up to the camera, it gets lighter. See how the color gets lighter? Okay. So anyway, so what it's going to do is it's going to give it that nice patina. If you've ever seen glazed furniture that has kind of like that, I guess that umber color, umber brown color. That's what this will do. I love mocha. I've used it. I used it on my bedroom and my, let's see, did I use it on my end tables? I think I did. In my bed, and then I added a pearl finish, and it's so, so pretty. I just love this color. I just love it. You can do so many things, mix it with white and get another color, just all sorts of stuff. So anyway, so I mixed the mocha with the water-based top coat. And when you do that, you're going to want to use very little paint, okay? You want to do less paint and more of the top coat, okay? You don't want too much of the paint. The reason that you don't is because this is what's going to happen. See, I just wanted to show you what it looks like if just paint, and then you can see what happens when I mix it with it. It gives a really, really pretty patina, and it kind of shows off all the, if you have a piece that has a lot of, what's the word I'm trying to look? If you have a piece that has a lot of details in it, or if you have a piece that has a lot of imperfections, it's going to highlight it, which I personally like. I like that look. So, and what I just love this paint. I've been working with this company for, I'm trying to think, 2 or 3 years now. I love their paint. I'm not getting paid to do this post. I do work with this company. I created a line of paint colors. This is not one of them, but I created 7 colors for them, and it's the only paint that I use. Okay, so I'm just going to show you on this frame. I'm going to zoom in so you can see, because it's kind of detailed, so I want you to see what this is like. So when you're mixing it up, like I said, you want to, I don't want to give you exact recipe because it really depends on the piece that you're working on, okay? But a little goes a long way. I sort of went a little crazy when I mixed mine. Don't do that, okay? You really only need a little bit. I mean, seriously, a little bit will go a long way, depending on your piece. Like on a frame, you probably just need like maybe you'd need like a tablespoon of color and 3 tablespoons of glaze, kind of a thing, kind of like that. You know what I mean? You have to kind of look, and the less paint you add and the more glaze, the lighter the color is going to be too. So it really depends on the color that you want. So I'm just kind of giving you an idea of how to use this, but as far as mixing it up, you kind of have to play with it yourself. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you're ever doing a piece of furniture and you're afraid to try this on, you're like, I don't know how it's going to come out. My recommendation is to play around with a scrap piece of furniture that you got at a garage sale, or scrap pieces of wood. That's what I would do, okay? So let me zoom in really quick here so you can see this closer, all right? Okay, so we're going to apply this glaze to our piece. I'm calling it a glaze. Just kind of put on like that. Maybe it's kind of like a faux glaze. All right. And then, oops, there we go. I'm just going to take a cotton t-shirt and just wipe it off. Super easy to do. I want to do another piece so you can just see that again, okay? Brush it on here. in a minute, I'm gonna show you what the paint looks like straight on, so you can kind of see the difference, you know, between using this as opposed to, you know, just painting it on. You can see how this really kind of thinned it down, and not only thinned it down, just, I don't know, it just, okay, can you see that? So I'm just wiping it off. Same with this. Now, the difference between this, obviously, and a glaze you can work with it a little bit more. And this one you can't work with as much because it is going to dry pretty quickly. Can you see that? Okay, so we're going to do, I'm going to just dip the paint in here just so you can see, okay? So if I just dip my paintbrush in there and I did this, you see the difference how dark that is? So you can see how that really cut that down then, okay? I just wanted you to see that. Let's see if I can get some of this off and I'll show you again. So this is like a faux glaze. I wouldn't say it's really a glaze because you can't really work with it like a regular glaze, but it just gives like a glazed look to a piece of furniture or a cabinet or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to do this again so you can see. So here's the white and just brushing it on. I mean, you don't have to be really neat about it, okay? I'm not. When I paint, I'm not like super neat or anything, okay? But I love this color. It's such a pretty color. Mocha, I love it. It depends on how you use it and where you use it. It's, oh, I just love it. I use it on my bed in my bedroom. And it has a totally different look too because I used a pearly finish on that. And kind of see what that looks like there. Looks a lot lighter on camera than it is in person. But I like how it just picks up all the little imperfections there. I love it. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. A really, really quick and easy way to add a really beautiful patina on a piece. Instead of using a glaze, you could try this technique. Like I said, it's not a glaze. This isn't something that you're going to be able to keep messing around with and playing with like a glaze. This is like you do it and it dries pretty quickly, but it just gives it that look or that patina. I just love this technique. It's one of my new favorites. I love using wax, but if you're like don't really like to use wax, this is a great technique. And like I said, use very, very little product. Even if you're doing a big piece, you don't have to use a lot, guys, okay? A little bit goes a long way. So that is it. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that this video was helpful and informative for you, to you. And if it was, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any questions about this or any other techniques, please let me know if there's anything you want me to show and share with you. Let me know in the comments below. And you can find me and more information on this on my blog, whitelacecottage.com. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I will leave all the links below. And that's it, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.